Hello everyone, my name is Nick and you're watching Arcana Fusion TCG. As you have noticed by the thumbnail now and the way I speak, we have changed. We changed from my native language to English, and that has a couple of reasons. And before we go into the reasons later down in the video, I want to reintroduce myself. So my name is Nick, already 32 years old, been collector for over 20 years, business owner for around half a year right now, and I make content for 5 to 10 weeks. And there has been a bit of a delay with the content right now because of a discussion that I had with myself, because I was dictating where I wanted to go with Arcana Fusion TCG. Because at the moment, Arcana Fusion TCG is somewhat of a smaller online store. Uh, at the moment, we mainly have like foreign products online, mostly Japanese Pokemon with a little bit of English boosters here and there. And of course, in the future, I want to hold like different IPs, the big three, which is like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and One Piece now, as an also like in different IPs like Flesh and Blood, Yu-Gi-Oh, etc., etc. So I want a broad arrangement of different IPs. Currently, I only ship to the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany, and in the future, I want to expand it to like more countries within Europe, which I already am doing with singles. Singles are sold through Cardmarket, and with Cardmarket being a platform which automatically enables you to send to different uh, customers within Europe. So it's only natural that you want to expand your own business from delivering only to like a small amount of countries to also like supply all the countries which you're already doing with Card Market. So with those introductions out of the way, let's come back to the reasons that I switched from my native language to English. One of the reasons I said earlier, I want to expand. I want to expand to Europe. So that means if I want to reach that audience, also with content, it's only natural that I want to talk English. Further, with all the hype coming and going over the different trading card games, it's really hard to get supply. Uh, for example, in the Netherlands, we only have one distro, and to get access to that distro, you have to be an established store, have some credibility. For them, it is already hard to supply like the different stores that want supply. So, as a new store owner, an online store owner, that is, it's already really hard to get supply because like I am not that delusional that I can go right to a distro and say, hey, I want a partnership, I want supply, because I just barely open the store. They will just kindly say no to me, but they probably think, okay, we can barely deliver to all the customers. Why would we even consider getting a new client? So the key in getting supply is to build up relationships. And I think it's probably doable in the Netherlands. I don't want to say it's not possible, but I want to put myself in the best possible position where I can build up relationships and where English is more the language of choice, communicating with different parties, communicating with different countries. I would only bottleneck myself if I only continue in Dutch. So that's just how I personally think about those things. I love the two sides of the trading card hobby, which is like the business aspect, which is investing slash like selling, and the other side in collecting as well. And thirdly, I really like discussing the European market. For who is it more useful than all European citizens, or at least the ones that are interested in trading card games, to talk in the same language then? So my audience can use my research and my data for whatever they want to use it for. But it's something that I really enjoy. I really enjoy data, and if I'm going to talk about it and discuss it, and the way I research data, it's more fun for me to inform more people who can use it. So to follow up on that is content. Like, what kind of content do I want to make? Previously, I wasn't really consistent with like what I brought out. It was firstly I had some discussion about okay, within this IP this is happening, and then I had a video about data. So it was really inconsistent with what kind of content I was bringing out. So first of all, what can you expect in going into the future? One will be I enjoy data. Yet I'm gonna say it again. I enjoy data. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make market updates twice a week about the two IPs that I'm most invested in, which is One Piece and Pokemon. And every single week for those IPs, I'll make a market update and I will refer to the European data from Cardmarket. And that itself, it was pretty hard in the beginning to do because the data from Cardmarket is really distorted, and and I will explain why. Look, if you look up a product, let's take Destin Rivals for example, a really hot boost box at the moment in Pokemon. Uh, but that specific booster box will get published in different languages. You have English, you have Spanish, you have French, German, etc., etc. And Cardmarket will take all the data from the different languages and put them all in one data sheet. Or not really a data sheet, but you know what I mean. And from that, they subtract the market value, they subtract like the 30 days average, the 7-day average, the 1-day average, etc., etc. So the data is really distorted. And for people that mainly invest or collect English, it's not really relevant. For example, if there's like a really small supply in English for a higher price point, and there's a lot of product uh, from the Spanish side, you will get a lower market value than it actually is. So I'm gonna use some tools which subtract all the data and is only filtering towards English. And I'll take all the price points in English and then I'll create a market value based on the first 25 percentage. So you have like a sweep market value from where mostly buyers, investors, collectors will buy from the first 25%. Because like why would you buy from somewhere in like in the median or like at the higher end prices? You always search for the lowest prices. So I will use that data and I can easily recreate those points every single week. So we can really have like a correct pricing method. So I'm really looking forward to release more videos regarding that. Other than that, then those two videos a week. I cannot really make promises for more videos because that will take up some time. But what I'm really trying to do is just discuss the different IPs, news, etc. And the main focus will be the big three TCGs around now. So there will be One Piece, Magic the Gathering, and um, Pokemon. But I will definitely put in some effort to do different IPs as well. For example, Flesh and Blood, which I really enjoy. So that's what I really want to discuss, like the different IPs, news, events that is happening, which also like influence the collector space as the investor space. And the last content that you can expect from time to time is just like development in my online store. What are the difficulties that I will face as a new store owner in terms of supply, in terms of competitors, in terms of relationships, etc., etc. So those are like the main three topics that I'm going to talk about. And with that, I kind of want to end the video here. Hopefully you're all interested and excited as I am. If I sparked your interest, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, maybe even leave a comment for me, maybe more suggestions. And with that, I want to wish you all a really nice day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace.